Hello everyone, welcome to our second intermediate stand-up. This is presented by Group LFTT. So first of all, we have our meeting agenda and we have our roll call first, and then we will define the definition of done. We will share our progress later, assign new tasks, and decide our next stand-up date, and lastly, our conclusion. So first of all, we have our roll call. We are Team LFTT. Tan Siong is our team leader. My name is Ding Chaoming and I'm the Scrum Master. And Faujia Tamana and Di Zhiwei is members of the group. So first of all, I will talk about the definition of done. So what I believe the definition of done is how we think we completed the task, but on further research, it shows that the definition of done is a checklist of the work types that the team is supposed to finish successfully before declaring the work to be potentially shippable. So for an example, you can look at our Scrum board. Under complete the task, you can see that Zui, do you have anything to talk about this, creating relationships? Because as a group, we will have to decide whether a task is done together. So can you explain?
Okay, so basically I have created a relationship between the cost and revenue. And also I have created the operating expense to sales ratio and net profit margin and gross profit margin as well.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, so based on Zhiwei work, so I think actually she has finished everything for this particular task. So I agree, like this task is fulfill our definition of done.
I agree with her too.
Okay. So next we'll move on to sharing our progress, and I would like all of us to answer these three questions. Like, what did I work on after our first intermediate stand-up? And what are you going to work after this? And maybe share what is blocking you. So who would like to go first?
I think I can go first.
Okay.
Can you share the screen?
Okay, sure. So I will share the screen.
Okay, so what I have done is I refresh all the data using the latest details sent by our stakeholder, which is the data until the September 2021. And for this one, the financial performance tab, I also add one new ratio, which is the ratio of type of income, which consists of the interest received, wage subsidies, and also the sales. And also for the latest metric, so I already changed it to the latest one, which is the September 2021. And then what I faced, I have faced some obstacle. So first, initially, I can't fix the latest metric. And also, I can't refresh the data with the update information at first. But for now, I already solved it. Yeah, that's all for me.
Okay, what about the others?
So for my part, I was working on the designing, and so far it was going quite well. And
sorry. Wait.
So do you guys have any question to ask Zui?
Yeah, I have one question. So for the cash movement tab, so I realized that we didn't include the latest metric in this part, similar to the financial performance tabs. So I think, Zhiwei, you can add the closing balance, the latest closing balance, which is the September 2021, and also the latest amount due by the accounts receivables and also for the accounts payables in this row. And then after you add and you can you create the relationships, you can pass to Faujia to revise the design. Yeah, that's all for me. So is it okay, Zui?
Yeah, sure. So I will improve on it.
Okay, what about the others?
Last week I was working on the designing. So far it is going quite well and I'm almost done. Only thing right now I'm working on is the background. If the background is the color contrast of the background is fixed, then I'm done with the designing. And this is the only thing that is blocking me. So I'll continue working on the background to match the color contrast with other tabs. So that's all from me. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Actually, I have one question. For the financial performance tab. Yeah, I think you can adjust a bit on the y-axis label by adding the unit for it to make it more accurate. Let's say for the ratio, right, you can add the percentage on the y-axis label.
Okay, so next in I will work on the y-axis title for financial performance tab and also for cash movement tab and my background as well.
Okay.
So for me, actually last week I helped Zhiwei and also Fauja to resolve some issues they faced. And also I'm working for our documentation stuff for our next sprint. So I don't think anything is blocking me because actually for me to finalize to finish my task, I need to wait Fauja to finish the tab. Yeah, so I think so I will continue to help Zhiwei and Fauja to complete their tasks and also work for the next sprint task. So that's all for me.
Okay, so I'm going to share screen now, okay? So now we'll be assigning our new tasks, and then just now you guys got talk about y-axis and all that, right? So I'm going to add it into our working. So can you guys repeat for me?
Y-axis title for cash movement tab and financial performance tab.
For this, I have one idea because actually we have one class in backlog. It's called final draft. So I think you can add this statement in the explanation or description for the final draft. Like you copy this the statement, yeah, and then you put into this cards, the description box. And this one is better.
Okay. So y-axis sector for what again? Cash movement tab, right?
And also I
Financial
think yeah, financial
performance tab and cash movement tab.
Okay, so shall I move it to working?
Yeah,
Or
but I
later?
think is it better to like move the cards in the working to complete the first?
Okay. So do you guys agree that this is done? Creating visuals for financial performance?
Yes.
I think it's done.
Yeah, I think it's done.
What about this? Creating visuals for cash position?
Yeah, I think it's
Yes,
done because
it's
now
done.
we just need to improve only. Yeah.
Okay. What about updating dashboarding based on first feedback received? I think this is done.
Yes.
I'm still working on it for the latest metric for the cash movement tab.
Okay. I think this is done. Consult external stakeholders.
Yeah, I think because we already consult.
What about meet scope requirements with end users?
I think this one already done because our dashboard is I think it's fulfilled their requirements, their major requirements. So I think it's done.
Okay, so since we're gonna assign new task, so which one should we assign to who?
I have one idea is about, okay, the review designs with end users. So actually from our analytic manager, we finished this because we received their feedback. So I think the review designs with end users we can put in the completed task.
Okay. So this one, should we move to working final draft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrum board add-ons.
I think this one, because we haven't add our definition of done. So yeah, I think you can move to working.
Okay, let me add a detail. Okay. Typo, never mind. What about draft documentation for final presentation and submission to external stakeholders?
So I think we can delete this task because I think this is not in our this sprint, which is dashboarding. So I think we can delete this.
Okay. What about refreshing our dashboard for the latest data?
Yeah, we finished this task already.
Okay. So I will change I'll update the Scrum board later, like the labels and everything. So
we need to assign.
yeah, I'm going to assign this now. So the Scrum board add-ons, I will do this. What about for the final draft?
You can assign me to my name.
I can help Fauja.
All right. Okay. Is that all?
I remember Zhiwei has one task in it just now we discussed. I think it's not the final draft.
Yeah, update on the first.
Okay. How about we just move this, because actually we almost done the update the dashboarding. So we just add another new cards is for the particular cards. Will it be better?
Can also. So what would you like the title for this card to be?
Maybe
update on the latest metric.
For the cash movement tab, yeah, make it more specific. No, update on the latest metric for the cash movement tab. Yeah. So we can move the update dashboarding based on first feedback received to the completed.
All right, and this part we will be doing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that all from our Scrum board?
Yeah.
I think this should be all.
Okay. Now we will have to discuss our next stand-up date.
Other day 2 or 2:30. I think.
Okay, I'm okay with
So
that.
I guess that's our conclusion for our intermediate stand-up.
Is it okay? Because I think as a team, because we still have other tasks for this project, so it would be better if we add the team help assessment before we go to the next sprint. So is it okay, like Scrum Master, you conduct the team help assessment for us, and then you reveal the results and your recommendation in our final stand-up.
Okay, sure. I will send a Google form for you guys to fill.
Okay, right. So yeah, I think you can add this in the Scrum board. And then I think that's all from me.
All right, very good idea. So is that all?
Yeah, that's all from me.
Okay, so I will conclude the second intermediate stand-up. All right, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.